Television can stir up so much drama.
You're amazing.
You ain't seen nothing yet.
Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 most polarizing TV shows. Before we begin, we publish new content every day, so be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. For this list, we're taking a look at television series that people either love or hate with a passion, or have largely divided members of the fan community. Number 10. Star Trek Discovery. As the first Star Trek television series in over a decade, Discovery was a highly anticipated return to the prime timeline.
How did they find us?
I said a star.
The series received generally positive reviews from critics, who admire the production values, diverse cast, and overall ambition. Fans were less kind, however, arguing that the plot, characters, and tone just didn't feel like traditional Star Trek.
You must be able to help him.
There is nothing to help.
Interestingly enough, some fans gravitated more towards Seth MacFarlane's The Orville, which largely paid comedic homage to Gene Roddenberry's original series.
No.
What's the matter?
No.
Where that sci-fi show was panned by critics, it secured an audience score of over 90% positive on Rotten Tomatoes. Whichever show you prefer, at least there's something out there for every breed of Trekker.
Connor, can you make it to sickbay?
Yes, Captain.
Number 9. The Walking Dead. In terms of ratings, The Walking Dead has been a juggernaut for AMC, gaining the highest viewership ever for a cable series. While the earlier seasons received rave reviews from critics and fans alike, the show has become more divisive with every passing season. Although numerous people still tune into every episode, others feel that the narrative has become repetitive, and the characters have gotten increasingly obnoxious, making watching it feel like a chore.
I'm gonna have to call dibs on Gaby boy myself.
Some would even debate whether or not the show was ever that great to start with, especially compared to the original comics and Telltale games. In any case, the show still manages to dominate social media even after 8 seasons.
He's dangerous, Rick, and he won't stop.
Number 8. South Park. Ever since its debut in 1997, South Park has cemented its place as one of the most controversial shows on television.
So now will you kill me, Billy?
Sure I will, Grandpa. I will.
The animated series' crude and unapologetically offensive nature has pissed off everybody from parents, to religious organizations, to various celebrities. Of course, that's also part of the reason why South Park became a flagship hit for Comedy Central, exploding into a cultural phenomenon.
Dude, you're in a fudge factory packing fudge.
Oh, that does it. I will sue you!
For what?
You can't just call somebody a fudge packer and get away with it!
Critics have even championed it as one of television's smartest and most relevant satires, taking on subjects other shows wouldn't dare touch. Having won 5 Primetime Emmys and even inspiring an Oscar-nominated film, South Park is clearly here to stay, no matter how many haters boycott it.
You're supposed to be watching Muhammad! Oh, thank God. Hey, Muhammad.
Number 7. Tim and Eric Awesome Show. Great job. Modern comedy has given us some pretty surreal shows, although few have proven more divisive than this sketch series.
Hi, my name is Tim Heidecker.
My name is Eric Wareheim.
Many viewers just don't understand the appeal of Tim Heidecker and Eric Wareheim, writing their show off as gross, random, and horrifically annoying. The fact that it's attracted A-list guest stars only makes the show's success more inexplicable.
Oh!
I'm okay.
Excuse me, Paul.
Fans, meanwhile, have applauded it as a masterclass of anti-humor. The show isn't supposed to be intelligently written or even funny per se, which in turn makes it hilarious, at least to those in the right frame of mind. Basically, it's an excuse to troll the audience, and your enjoyment hinders on whether or not you're in on the joke.
It's free real estate.
Number 6. Teen Titans Go. Teen Titans was an epic, complex, and character-driven show, and treated its audience like adults.
Things change, Beast Boy. The girl you want me to be is just a memory.
The spin-off took the complete opposite route with a zany, lowbrow sense of humor geared towards a more childish demographic, which naturally displeased fans of the original series.
That looks like us, but better!
The writers of Teen Titans Go have actually poked fun at viewers who want the show to be more sophisticated, further enraging fans.
The menace known as Slade has been vanquished once and for all! Oh, yeah!
That being said, Teen Titans Go has surpassed 200 episodes, scored a couple Primetime Emmy nominations, and actually got a theatrical film that received mostly positive reviews. So even though some have condemned the show as the worst DC property ever, there's obviously an audience for it.
What? I did not wish to say anything, but you and your team have brought nothing but shame to all real superheroes. The Teen Titans are a disgrace.
Number 5. Girls. Winning a Golden Globe for Best Television Series, Musical, or Comedy, Girls was built up as one of the boldest, smartest, and most empowering shows on television.
You got it wrong. It's not so she has a story. It's so she feels like she exists.
It wasn't long until some people began to fire back at the series, though, arguing that its 4 leads weren't forward-thinking feminists, but whiny, pretentious, unlikable millennials who aren't nearly as interesting as they think they are, and do nothing but promote white privilege.
God, I hope someone writes a book about what a cunt I am someday.
Speaking of which, the show's lack of diversity resulted in plenty of controversy, as did a sex scene many interpreted as an act of rape.
I don't think I like that.
I'm so sorry, I don't know what came over me.
The series finale in particular divided audiences, with some calling it fitting and others feeling unsatisfied.
You know what? Your desire to be part of this is actually starting to feel really perverse. I feel very objectified, and I just would like some privacy.
Number 4. Roseanne. When Roseanne returned to television after 20 years, the revival was met with solid reviews and enormous ratings.
I thought you were dead.
Sleeping. Why does everybody else think I'm dead?
While it seemed like a promising new beginning for the classic sitcom, everything came crumbling down when Barr posted a racist tweet, comparing African-American Valerie Jarrett of the Obama administration to an ape.
That is such a huge violation.
No, it's not. That's this one.
In the wake of this controversy, ABC decided to cancel Roseanne, although another season had already been given the go-ahead. While this was widely seen as a wise call, it's been argued that society should separate the artist from the art.
Everything's fun when you're a kid. You ever go to the circus as an adult? It's nothing but animals getting beat and drunk clowns.
People have also debated whether the franchise should continue with the Connors spin-off, which will bring back every major cast member except Barr.
I know you've all seen Normal People. Can you pick one and act like that?
Number 3. The Big Bang Theory. Like 2.5 Men, another long-running Chuck Lorre comedy, The Big Bang Theory has reigned as one of the highest-rated sitcoms of the 21st century, and even picked up a few Emmys, but many have called its quality into question.
Leonard, I don't think I can do this.
What are you kidding? You're a semi-pro.
The most common complaint regarding the show is that the characters are all stereotypes who don't properly represent real nerds.
Bazinga.
Fans, however, view the series as an inoffensive escapism that's always good for a lighthearted laugh. Perhaps the show was never intended to be an authentic portrayal of nerds, but rather a gateway into nerd culture meant to appeal to a broader audience.
Do you know how insulting that is?
For more diehard fanboys and fangirls, there's always Community.
Turn it off.
Thanks so much for me.
Number 2. 13 Reasons Why. Although this teen drama proved to be a runaway hit for Netflix, it's also been one of the streaming service's most polarizing shows.
Can I listen?
No, it's dumb. I'm gonna head up to my room, homework.
Some have praised the series for shedding a light on serious issues like teen suicide, bullying, and sexual assault, but others feel that the show glorifies these issues. Educators have even argued that there could be a connection between the show and real-life instances of self-harm, encouraging Netflix to include advisory warnings.
Hannah recorded 13 reasons why she killed herself. And you're number 13.
Controversy aside, the show's entertainment value is also hard to get a grasp on. Where the first season had critics and audiences hooked, season 2 received a mixed response, with many feeling that the premise had run its course.
You're a good kid, Clay. You need to get laid, but you're a good kid.
Before we unveil our top pick, here's one polarizing mention.
Older gentlemen, like women, can be put to use.
You can't say things like that.
Can't I? Says who?
Just about everyone you're going to meet for the rest of your life here.
Number 1. Lost. When it first premiered, Lost was unlike anything TV viewers had ever seen, amassing a dedicated cult following and winning the Emmy for Outstanding Drama Series.
Hey! What's your name?
Jack!
As the story grew increasingly complicated, however, audiences weren't sure if the show had gone off the rails or if it was just too smart for them.
I know. It's getting harder. It starts happening faster, too.
While people were on the fence for a while, it was the series finale that officially split everyone down the middle. Depending on who you ask, it was either a profound ending to a brilliant show or a disappointing, nonsensical letdown that forever tarnished the show's legacy.
Listen, I don't know what's happening to your buddy, all right? But you gotta trust me when I tell you this. I am trying to help you.
For better or for worse, Lost ultimately left behind a huge imprint on the television medium.
He wasn't right about anything, Jack. And when this island drops into the ocean and you drop with it, you're finally going to realize that.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out these other great clips from WatchMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.